If you're over 55 and you're making a conscious effort to eat healthy for your heart, I have a crucial warning for you today. What if some of the very foods you've been told are good for you are secretly working against your heart health? Many so-called health foods are cleverly disguised with clever marketing, hiding ingredients that can quietly increase inflammation, raise your blood pressure, and damage your arteries over time. Hi, I'm Dr. Jacob Hoban, a board-certified nutrition specialist focused on senior health. In this video, we're exposing 3 common healthy foods that could be sabotaging your heart without you even knowing it. Stick with me, because what you learn in the next few minutes could literally save you from a future of medication and unnecessary health complications. After 55, our cardiovascular system becomes more vulnerable. Our arteries naturally lose some of their elasticity, and years of dietary choices can lead to a buildup of plaque. The goal is to manage inflammation and keep our blood vessels flexible and clear. The American Heart Association emphasizes that for seniors, it's not just about avoiding obvious junk food. It's about being vigilant against the hidden salts, sugars, and unhealthy fats that sneak into our diets through processed health foods. A study in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that nearly 70% of heart disease cases could be prevented with better dietary choices, and a huge part of that is identifying and eliminating these deceptive foods. This isn't about fear, it's about empowerment, giving you the knowledge to see through the marketing and protect your most vital organ. The 3 foods we're going to cover are ones you likely have in your pantry or fridge right now, believing you're making a smart choice. The third one in particular is a master of disguise and is in almost every supermarket aisle. Let's start with a breakfast staple that many people get terribly wrong: flavored yogurt. You see low fat or high in protein on the label and think it's a heart-healthy choice. But here's the dangerous secret. To make up for the lack of fat and to enhance the taste, manufacturers load these yogurts with added sugar. Some popular brands contain as much sugar as a can of soda in a single small cup. When you consume this much sugar, it triggers a cascade of inflammation throughout your body, damaging the delicate lining of your blood vessels. This inflammation is a primary driver of atherosclerosis, the hardening and narrowing of the arteries that leads to heart attacks and strokes. Furthermore, excess sugar is converted into triglycerides, a type of fat in your blood that, at high levels, significantly increases your heart disease risk. The solution is simple. Switch to plain, full-fat or low-fat Greek yogurt. It contains natural sugars from lactose, but none of the added junk. Then sweeten it yourself with fresh berries, a drizzle of raw honey, or a sprinkle of cinnamon. You get all the probiotic and protein benefits without the inflammatory sugar shock that harms your heart. The second dangerous imposter is processed plant-based meat. Now, I'm a huge advocate for eating more plants. Whole foods like beans, lentils, and tofu are fantastic for heart health, but these new generation veggie burgers, sausages, and chicken nuggets are a different story. To mimic the taste and texture of real meat, they are often highly processed and loaded with sodium and saturated fats, frequently from cheap oils like coconut or palm oil. One of these patties can contain over 500 milligrams of sodium. That's nearly a quarter of your daily recommended limit in one item. High sodium intake directly raises blood pressure, forcing your heart to work harder and putting strain on your arteries. A review in the BMJ linked regular consumption of ultra-processed foods, including plant-based meats, to a higher risk of cardiovascular disease. Don't be fooled by the plant-based halo, the heart-healthy fix. Instead of these processed imitations, opt for whole food plant proteins. Make a black bean burger from scratch, enjoy a hearty lentil soup, or bake some firm tofu. You'll get plenty of protein and fiber, which actually lowers cholesterol, without the hidden sodium and unhealthy fats. Now for the saboteur that fools almost everyone: agave nectar and many so-called all-natural sweeteners. For years, agave was marketed as the healthy alternative to sugar because it has a low glycemic index. But here's the shocking truth that the health food industry doesn't want you to know. Agave nectar is about 85% fructose, a much higher concentration than even high fructose corn syrup. Why is this so bad for your heart? Unlike glucose, which is metabolized by every cell in your body, fructose is almost entirely processed by the liver. In large amounts, it gets converted directly into fat, leading to increased triglycerides and a dangerous type of belly fat called visceral fat, which releases inflammatory chemicals that directly damage the heart. Don't be tricked by the natural label. If you need to sweeten your tea or coffee, small amounts of kishawar on raw honey or pure maple syrup are better options as they contain antioxidants and are lower in fructose. But the best strategy of all is to retrain your palate to enjoy the natural sweetness of foods like fruit and to use spices like cinnamon and nutmeg to add flavor without the health risks. Protecting your heart is about building new, smarter habits. It starts with a simple pantry makeover. 1. The yogurt aisle. From now on, your hand should only reach for the plain Greek yogurt, tortikaikon. Ignore the flavored shelves completely. 2. The frozen foods section. When you're craving a burger, walk past the processed plant-based options and pick up a bag of some black beans or lentils to make your own. 3. The baking aisle. If you see agave nectar on your shelf, consider this your permission to toss it. Restock with a small jar of raw honey or our pure maple syrup. For the rare times you need it, read labels religiously. Look for added sugars, have over 50 different names, and sky-high sodium content. Your new rule of thumb should be, if it comes in a package with a long list of ingredients you can't pronounce, it's probably not a true heart-healthy food. Let's do a quick, powerful recap. To protect your heart after 55, you must avoid these 3 saboteurs. 1. Flavored yogurts that are loaded with inflammatory added sugars. 2. Processed plant-based meats that are packed with blood pressure-raising sodium and unhealthy fats. 3. Agave nectar and other natural sweeteners that are dangerously high in liver-damaging fructose. You have the power to take control. By choosing real whole foods over cleverly marketed products, you are making an active decision to invest in a stronger, healthier heart for years to come. If this video helped you see your health food in a new, clearer light, please do me a great favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support allows me to uncover these important truths. Tell me in the comments, which of these 3 foods surprised you the most? And for a positive next step, don't miss my next video where I'll reveal the top 5 scientifically proven foods to unclog your arteries after 60. The number 1 food is a delicious snack you can enjoy every day. Stay informed and stay heart healthy, my friends. I'm Dr. Jacob Hoban. I'll see you in the next video.